Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. One of, if not the marquee matchup on the slate here for the smaller Tuesday evening schedule in the NBA is the Los Angeles Clippers heading into San Antonio to play the Spurs. Spurs come in as a 9-point favorite in this one, total of an even 200 points. Now, if you look back, these two teams have played one another twice this regular season, of course, getting in an epic 7-game first-round playoff series last year. One of the better playoff series of the entire playoffs last year. But if you look recently here at their two meetings this season, the Clippers have had very little trouble scoring the basketball on a very good Spurs defense. And most recently, the Spurs put up a dud against Los Angeles, mostly because they were without Kawhi Leonard and Manu Ginobili during that game. Kawhi nursing a calf injury coming off the All-Star break. Ginobili still dealing with that horrific injury that I cannot even mention without getting a little squeamish in that one. But for tonight, total of 200 points may seem like a bit too low in this one, and even though it's been trending downward just a little bit, I think it's opened up some value for us to bet the over on it at an even 200 points. The Clippers do match up very well against the Spurs. Doc Rivers has said it before, and they proved it last year. And they could continue to prove it this year with the way they've been scoring on this Spurs defense. The Spurs have some trouble stopping that Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan pick and roll. And I think the over could be a very good play between these two teams. You look at some of the scoring that they've done against one another in the past. The over is 4-3. The over was 4-3. In the playoffs against these two teams last year, and see the over cash more than the under in a playoff series between these two very good defensive teams is a little bit surprising as well. Clippers have also cashed the over at 6-4 this season when they're playing as a road underdog here, so the trends, I think, on our side in this one. I think the Spurs here, with the way the Clippers have been playing defense though recently, are going to have no problem scoring the basketball this time around with Leonard back in the lineup. LA's giving up about 105 points per game in their last 5 games heading into this one, so even if the Clippers do only get into the mid-90s, which I think is still pretty far-fetched, I think the over could still be a very, very good play between these two teams. No denying that the Clippers and Spurs are a good matchup for one another here, this one. So I'm going to take the over, expecting some little more offense tonight from San Antonio at 200 points. That'll do it for this one. Make sure you check out my NBA picks of the day, as well as my article on the Celtics and the Pacers tonight. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.